Good morning, everybody. Thomas here from the Three Buff Guys. We are here yet again. Another week has gone by on our journey to physical success. Welcome, everybody. I'm joined here with my dad, Richard, and my brother, William. How's everybody doing today?
Feeling very refreshed because I've just woken up. Just had a sleep.
Very nice, very nice. Yeah. What about you, William? How you doing?
I'm the opposite. I am exhausted. It's been a long, really fun weekend. And what about you?
Oh, I've been doing really, really well, thank you. Really, really good week I've had, so I'm happy about that.
Okay. Sounds good then. So let's
get to it.
Same agenda as always.
Come on.
Patience, please. When you get to my age, things take longer. Look at those three handsome chappies. Okay, so looking back on the week, what went well? How are you feeling? And how did the no-go challenge go? I will start. What went well this week? Pretty much everything. I've had a good, positive week.
Mm-hmm.
I've enjoyed not having a challenge to do, but I've not been able to not do anything. It's been very interesting. I've discussed it with your mum yesterday and today over breakfast that we cannot not do anything now. The change since before Christmas is phenomenal. I would have quite happily vegged out for the week and done nothing. Your mother would have quite happily vegged out for the week and done nothing. But definitely, as you'll see from the step count, that did not happen. But it was great not to have the psychological, I must do this or else I will be shamed in front of my two sons.
It was nice.
So what about you then, William?
I had a very good week, very stressful week because, on Friday I had my last exam, which is great. That went very well. So I was able to relax a bit on the weekend and go to Lower Austria to friends of mine and had a lot of fun there. And yesterday in the evening, while everyone was opening their first beer, after we went hunting, I only had 7,000 steps and it was already 10:30 at night. So I had to go on a quick walk to get the 10,000 in. But yeah, I managed. And it was also very nice not to have that pressure into doing a challenge this week, especially because I just had a lot to do with this week. But yeah. What about you, Thomas?
It was a great week. Really enjoyed myself. I feel really, really well. Last week's challenge was, or rather, no challenge, was a really, really nice change of pace. However, like both of you guys, I kind of sitting around thinking, I kind of like the challenges. I like them. And so I didn't do anything crazy, but I had a set of dumbbells, brought them into the bedroom. And so every night while we're sort of watching TV before bed, I was just doing some lifts with the dumbbells, nothing crazy. Just as sort of a way to make something more vegetative, a little bit more physical. And it was nice. It was fun. It was a nice change of pace.
How much do they weigh?
35 pounds.
Each?
Yes.
16 kilos each.
Yeah, well, these guns don't lie.
Yeah. Talking about these guns here yesterday. Even though it was public holiday here, most people were doing work on their houses, and from at the bottom of the road, a digger drives up the hill, and just as the digger's driving up slowly, I wave him down and I ask him if he can just make a hole between the garage and the wall so that I can have a water drain in there. He said, "Yeah, sure, no problem." So he just swings his digger around, 1 scoop, 2 scoops, 3 scoops. I give him a few euros and off he goes. And then once I've laid the pipe in, I've got to fill in these 3 scoops again. And 3 scoops is about half a cubic meter. So that's a terrific amount of earth to move.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the legacies, Thomas, one of the legacies that William left me before he went back to Vienna was a wheelbarrow full of broken stones and stuff by the pool with a flat tire. So I had to pump up the tire and then bring the wheelbarrow and throw that stuff in there. And then, but by the time the evening was finished, I had filled the hole in. I had taken 2 wheelbarrows full of really heavy earth and grass up to the top of the hill to the neighbor's place and dumped them. So my guns, they were just dragging down like this. It was like walking along with my hands touching the ground. So it was some hard work that came from nowhere.
Yeah, no, it sounds like everybody's doing really, really well. Finding things to do, that is fun. Making exercises out of daily tasks and chores and whatnot, I'm finding a lot of fun.
Give me an example.
Well, for example, when it's grocery day, normally I'll walk up 3 flights of stairs. But because we live in an apartment building and there are stairs at my end of the building and stairs at the other end of the building, I'll walk up, walk across, go up, walk across, go up. Just to add some extra steps to it, you know. There's so many things you can do, and then I also do the bit of the I don't know what you call it, where you try and get as many bags as you can on one arm, and you run it up and you try and keep your arms up and get ever so stiff you do.
Great stuff. I have a friend, a guy that used to work for me. He's retired and he lives in Denver, and he also had he was massively overweight. An Italian guy. He loves food. He loves life in general. But in the last 6 to 9 months, he's lost, I think, 18 kilos. And he's changed his diet. So he's cooking more healthy now. And he walks every day in the underground parking lot, or occasionally goes to the mall and walks around in the mall. But, he said people spend their life finding excuses. Oh, it's too hot to walk outside, or it's too cold, or it's this, or it's that. So if you want to, you'll find a way. But hey, I like the idea of walking up one set of stairs and then the next one and the next one. That's good. Okay, so in general, we all enjoyed the week off, but our consciences wouldn't let us completely relax.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay, so to the week ahead. It's William's turn to choose the challenge. My request is, though, if possible, can we have a challenge that ups the pulse rate somehow? Because walking lots of steps is great. It takes a lot of time and it's good. It gives me a chance to clear my head. But let's have something that gets the old heart rate going.
Yeah, well, Fede gave me a suggestion, which I find quite amusing or quite fun. It's like the toilet.
I don't like her challenges. Okay.
It's similar to the toilet challenge, except every time we eat something unhealthy, like butter or just anything, like maybe a biscuit, then we do 20 of anything. So it can be push-ups, sit-ups, whatever, crunchies, jumping star jumps, jumping jacks.
I mean,
So
yeah.
Yeah. And to your request with the heart rate, have you ever heard of HIIT training, high intensity
Interval training? Oh, God. Oh, geez. Yeah, I know that.
Can
I
it
mean,
be done without any equipment, or
you don't need anything. No, it's all with your own body weight. So yeah, but it's intense, as it says in the name. So I don't know, because it's even a bit tough for me, or it's very tough.
as if you're much better than us, Big Ed Basil.
No, but we could do a challenge every other day, so at least 3 times in a week, 1 10-minute hit training. So not every day, or you can do it every day, but minimum 3 times, let's say, because they are tough. They're tough.
What do you think then, Thomas?
I think it's a phenomenal idea. I really do. I think it's great. I also had something else that I would like to possibly incorporate into this coming week. I really enjoyed it when we did when we uploaded footage of our meals. Would we be able to do something like that again this week, where we take some pictures of our meals? It could be breakfast, lunch, or dinner, and just to kind of show each other how we live when we're off the camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea, because in the recent weeks I have not been eating very healthily.
Okay, yeah, then I think that would be a great idea.
Yeah, good incentive to cook something healthy, more healthy.
Okay.
Yeah, we can incorporate that. So is it 3 challenges altogether? Do you want to do the 20? I can see you don't, Daddy, but
I think that's a fair idea, because I'm proud to say that most of the time it won't affect me. So in other words, if you don't break any rules, then you don't have to do the 20 times. So that's a good incentive. I know for sure that sometime in the week I'll have to pay the penalty, probably just before I go to bed, because occasionally I just get stuck by the cookie jar just before going to bed. Only very occasionally now.
Yeah.
So, yeah. All right, then. So I'm in it for the 20 times every time you have something unhealthy. I will. Yeah, I'll give the hit a go as well.
Okay.
And the uploading of photos for meals, yeah, I can do that. I think that'll be fun. I've actually been doing really well for the most part on healthy meals. So
no, your wife hasn't she?
Hold on a second. I cooked dinner last night.
What did you make?
I did a barbecue.
Nice. We had one yesterday as well.
Very, very good. And not too unhealthy. So
yeah,
most definitely can go for that.
Okay.
Are you up for it as well, Thomas?
Oh, absolutely. I think that's a great idea. I think it's a really, really good idea.
Okay. Hey, I see that we have somebody logged in and watching us. So whoever you are, hopefully you're enjoying what you're hearing. It's good to see you. It'd be nice if you could just type something and say hello and just send us a message. But nice to have you on board.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice to see that. Because I don't know about you guys, but you know, I love doing this, but sometimes I'm wondering if we're reaching people, if people are seeing this. And I know that the YouTube algorithm works in really, really strange ways. It does on my channel, and there are times where I'm just wondering, you know, am I being seen or what? Oh, hello.
Hey there.
Yeah, so interested.
That's very good.
Mr. Miha 2002. Yeah, nice to have you here.
Yeah, it's great. So, back to the old exercises and everything. I think that filling your time is a really, really good way of getting in exercises and getting your health on a good track. Because so much of our time is spent sort of in between. not knowing exactly sort of what you're doing. Whether you're watching TV, waiting for water to boil, things like that, things that you don't really think of, but you could be doing things in that time.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
This week, anytime I've been in the kitchen unloading the dishwasher, and instead of just standing there, put that in there, you think take the longest route around the kitchen, and as a result, there have been some results again. So should we go on to the next page?
Yes, sir.
Still coming down. It has been hard. It's been very hard. I fell off of the wagon last night because I had a visitor and we had a few beers together. But even so, still maintain the week on week reduction.
Great job.
So up here that they were fast ones. Now it's slowing down.
What's that yellow line again? That was your lowest. What's the yellow line again? What does that mean?
The yellow line is where I was back in 2009.
12 years ago.
That's the day that I met the president of Austria. I bought myself a new suit. I think I wore that new suit twice, and then I was too fat for it for the next 11 or 12 years. I put the suit on a couple of nights ago, and it fits really, really good.
Oh, congratulations.
So there I am. Need to keep on the trend because 95 is the weight that I was when I was married. I met a good friend of ours today. I went over to see Philip and Finca. And Philip is losing weight, and he said that his goal is that he's got this pair of trousers that he bought many years ago, and his goal is to get into them. And I said, hey, I have a pair of trousers that I bought 30 years ago when I met my wife. So we both have the same goal. So different pair of trousers. We're not sharing trousers. Don't worry about that.
Hope so, yes.
But between us, that's the goal that we've got. So progress there.
Great goals, absolutely.
Yeah. So now we need to go on to the conscience indicator, the steps. So considering that there were no goals, considering that this last week was a week off, I see that all of us relaxed a little bit. So instead of last week, I did 92 kilometers. This week, so 90, so slight reduction. There's still time. I might have to go out and get the extra 2 kilometers in. Well, there's no might. I definitely will have to. But I see with you as well, William, that you
still need to go out today.
You increased. So last week 60, and you've done more this week.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I did have a lot of exams this week and last week, so in the end, it is a bit of an excuse that you can't go out and do exercise because I managed this week as well. So, yeah, proud.
And then we come on to Thomas, the guy that before Christmas was the complete sloth. The guy.
I wouldn't put it like that, but yeah, okay.
Yes, you would. The truth is, you were a sloth.
I'm a man of leisure. What can I say?
You would have done about 10,000 steps a week, and now there's not one day this week when you haven't made the absolute minimum. Talking of the absolute minimum, last Sunday was the absolute minimum. How did you work that one? Did you get to 9,990 and then boom, sit down in the chair for the rest of the day, or?
I got above 10,000. I did. I got 10,100 and something.
Okay. What were the 100 and something mistakes?
Well, you got to give a little bit of leeway, Yeah. Room for error and all that.
Yeah, but it's still really impressive. And
Yes.
I've got my graph. Have you started tracking your weight yet, Thomas? I know that you don't want to share the absolute number, right? I have no shame in saying where I was and where I am now.
Yeah,
I know that you didn't want to, and I can understand that.
Yeah, I have it on the fridge. Every week I add to it.
Well,
And-
hopefully not.
Adding or no, every week you take away, hopefully.
Well, yeah. So hopefully, but not every week. Not every week is a loss, and I think that's been one of my difficult things. Is sometimes I'll come in from a week of feeling like I've done really, really well, and I can't think of anything that has caused it to go up, but I'll be a half a pound or a pound heavier. You think to yourself, how is that possible?
When you got to think about it, a glass of this,
Mm.
what 1 liter of water is a kilo.
Yeah.
So half a pound is nothing. You drink a glass of water, and that's half a pound. And the other thing is when you also consider that before Christmas, whilst you've got those big guns that you mention all the time, the rest of it was fat.
Yeah.
So through the exercise that you've been doing, you're certainly creating more muscle. So
Right.
that's pretty dense as well. So
Mhm.
it's good. So next week, it would be good if you could start to share the minus or plus. You don't need to share the absolute number.
Yeah, I can definitely start. I can definitely give you a bit of a chart for my weight loss so far.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Or I can do the chart. If you just send me the number -1, +1, I can
Okay.
do that.
Okay. All right.
My pleasure. So where are we then? So that's there. Another thing, did anybody, I know that we're pretty much at the end now, we had the week off. Did anybody do the cardio or anything else?
No, there was no work with Lucy. There's no work with Lucy for me this week, but I did incorporate a little bit of the previous challenge of when you go to the toilet, do some workout, some sort of a workout. So I did squats because I'm trying to get rid of my thigh fat because I've got a lot of thigh fat. And so I've been working on basically my man boobs and my thighs.
Okay.
Those are my two self-conscious areas. That's what I've been sort of making my mission.
I, in fact, cycled 8 kilometers
Oh.
in one workout.
Okay, so we have a comment here.
That's great. That's a really good point. That is very true, and I appreciate the feedback there. Yeah, it definitely, that is definitely correct. It is hard sometimes because when you're on that scale, it doesn't discriminate. It doesn't say, hey, you know what, you're X pounds of fat lighter, but a pound of muscle. It's tough. It's tough. So I really appreciate the comment there. Thank you very much.
And our viewer has some experience because he told me that many years ago he was overweight,
Right.
seriously overweight, and he bought himself a bicycle.
Yep.
And now he's one of these crazy Austrians that cycle up Großglockner and down and cycles up to Munich and back, and so
Munich.
there's hope for all of us.
Right. Yeah.
So,
Absolutely.
William, you're saying that you did some cycling.
Yeah, that's because I cycled when I went babysitting. So don't know. Yeah, that's next to my old student accommodation. So yeah, cycled a bit apparently.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know it's that much, but
Mhm.
yeah.
Maybe it's worth looking at buying yourself a bike, Thomas.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Because I guess in America now, you could probably get a normal bike really, really cheap because of the trend to move to e-bikes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
good quality bike. You have plenty of cycle paths there and trails, and be fun.
It is certainly where I live is a fantastic place to live if you want to live a healthy life. I mean, the parks here have all sorts of amenities, basketball courts, baseball courts, tennis courts, all free to use. You know, if you have equipment, go there whenever you like for as long as you like. It's a really, really good place.
Okay.
How far is your work away? Again, I know I asked, but I forgot.
About 10 minutes by car.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Bit
about
too
10
far
minutes.
then. All right.
Okay. Hey, we best bring this thing to a close shortly, though. So just to recap,
Yeah.
The challenges for this week are: anytime you eat or drink something unhealthy,
I never said drink, but we can add
yes,
that.
come on. You do 20 times sit-ups or push-ups or star jumps. Okay, we're agreed on that.
Yeah.
And we do at least 3 10 minutes HIIT training.
Yeah.
Agreed?
Yes.
Agreed, Thomas?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And how
And
many photos should we take? Sorry. Every day or?
didn't hear you.
How many photos should we take of the food or?
As many as you want.
Yeah.
And if you want to be a real sucker for punishment, you can get somebody to make a video of you doing the HIIT training and upload that. Without the bad language, please, this time, William.
Sorry.
Okay, yeah, and so finally upload some photos of meals and look forward to reviewing it next week. And
That sounds good. I think that
see
sounds
if I can
really good.
maintain this downward trend for another week. It's getting hard now.
Yeah.
I'll have to get out in this rain and do some more exercise. Okay then, Thomas, do your
All right.
stuff.
Do my thing. Well, everybody, another week in the books. We've had some really good engagement today. Thank you so much, Mr. Meehy, for tuning in to another 3 Buff Guys. We love doing this every single week. Every week we go live and try and document our journey to weight loss as best as possible. HIIT is perfect. Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Meehy, as well, again, for your consistent comments. It's been really, really nice having someone on this with us. It's a pleasure. Hope you tune in next week as well. Thank you, and take care from me and from my brother and my dad.
Take care.
Everybody, goodbye.
Till next week. Ciao, ciao.
Bye.
Have fun.